Welcome if this your first time on the channel. Today we listening to Nick Wright and Chris Broussard go at Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar just because LeBron got controversy about him making the All-Star team.
Eight with just under 3 to go in the fourth.
It's not none of these guys' fault, but this is why we're here, because if we don't do this, they will control the narrative. The mainstream media has been doing stuff like this for years. These are their tactics. If you don't know, Nick Wright is a LeBron guy. If you don't know, Chris Broussard is a LeBron guy. They try to do the good cop, bad cop. Both of them are LeBron guys. So we're going to get into this audio. Make sure you subscribe if this your first time here. Click that like button. That is how they push the video. I appreciate you. Click that hype button. That's how they push the video. Now, let's get into this audio. We listening to Chris Broussard first. Talk about LeBron in this all-star situation. And he disrespected Kobe. Let's go.
At 22 last night in the Garden, and during the game, he was named to his 22nd All-Star game. Voting, of course, via the coaches for the reserves. All right, bring your reaction to LeBron's All-Star nod.
Well, I'm happy for him. I feel like it's only right. Like, the All-Star game is a showcase and an exhibition. And LeBron has been the face of the league for the past 20 years.
He ain't been showcasing, though.
I think it is right to have him there. And when you look at his numbers and the way he's played, 22 points, about 6 rebounds, 6 assists a game on 50% shooting. I'm not saying he's been terrific, but you can, and on the 6th seed in the West, a team that, you know, is playing pretty good basketball, you can justify having him on this roster. And so I feel like it was fine to put him on there. And you can't look at his performance and be like, this is ridiculous, this is a joke. So I think it's good to have him on there. Now, I do think Kawhi Leonard is playing better than LeBron. Kawhi not being on this team is one of the biggest slights I've seen in a long time as far as all-star snubs. They've won 17 of their last 21 games. Kawhi's averaging almost 28 points a game. He's playing great. But the guy I would have had off instead of LeBron to put Kawhi on is Denny Avdia, who is a great young player in Portland. I mean, he's playing lights out, but they're 4 games below 500. And I do think you can look at LeBron. LeBron is the second option when Reeves is there, darn near the third option when Reeves is there. I do think LeBron could score more if that was his role or he was being asked to, or if Luka wasn't there. So I'm fine with LeBron. I'm glad he'll be there for this type of showcase. But I would have had Kawhi over Avdia.
Now, Kawhi is in the All-Star. This was before they announced it, right? This was before they announced it earlier that day.
In trouble. Can he bail him out? Oh, he's done!
I'm so disappointed in Chris Broussard. So disappointed. Now, I respect him. Elder in the community. He be out here doing good things, you know, spiritual brother. So we respect all that. But his favoritism towards LeBron always cloud his perception of the game. One, LeBron has not, I repeat, not been the face of the league for 20 years. I just made a video about the NBA trying to make him the face, forcing him when Kobe caught his case. And then once he lost the international play in 04 and 06, and then got swept in the finals, they had a blue and white game. Kobe bust him up down the stretch, hit the game-winning shot, lock him up on the other end. The league went back to Kobe.
As many as 33.
Like, I know, young fella ain't ready yet. And then he tried to rush it himself. Go to Miami, coward move, right? So not honorable. He go to Miami, try to stack the deck, and lose. Still wasn't ready. You know, and it's a bunch of allegations out after that, different stuff he did. But we ain't gonna get into all of that. But Chris Broussard is highly delusional when it comes to LeBron, and he never say the real thing. It ain't just about the vote, dog. It's him. He's talking about it's only right to have LeBron on the roster. No, it ain't. Do you remember last All-Star? He set out. He has been the main person when it comes to why the All-Star has been going like this. He never sets the tone. So he's the guy that the NBA is marketing, but he don't set the tone. And then he disrespected the All-Star game just last year. I mean, think about it, y'all. We went from having a competitive All-Star game.
Jordan goes right through legs. A fantastic backdoor move.
Them not even thinking about making it worth home field in the finals, home court in the finals. They need to do that, though. That's what it should be. Just East and West, whoever win, get home court in the 7-game series in the finals. But we wasn't even thinking about that when Kobe was playing, when Jordan was playing, when Kareem was playing. We wasn't thinking about these things. It's LeBron, where we having USA versus World. And then last year, I didn't forgot what the format was. I remember it was like 4 teams. Shaq and Kevin Hart was out there talking a long time. But we don't even remember what happened. Like, yo, who won that? Please tell me in the comments. What team won it? And what were the teams? Now, Chris Broussard is disappointing because he's spiritual. He's supposed to be honorable up there, right? He on FS1. Hold it down, dog. For the spiritual brothers. When we get to Nick Wright, he is just downright far off cuckoo Lululand. He is delusional. And he always throws shots at other players. They've been doing this for years. That's what they do. Now let's get into Nick Wright and see what he say. Listen to how he try to bring everybody into it. This is crazy.
This is where I get frustrated with some of the coverage of LeBron.
Why?
Because Hollinger, who I like a lot.
Yeah, he torched it.
And is not like a hot
As he
take
should.
guy. No. Called it outrageous. One of the most outrageous things he's seen.
Yep.
And I just wonder if folks, when it comes to this player, just have a total inability to remember anything that happened with other players that sit in the same room he sits in. Because in my lifetime, there are 3 players that were in that no doubt top 10 and, you know, kind of legendary icon status that had long careers and at the end got some, are you active? Are you still, you're going to be an all-star, and nobody cared. The first was Kobe, who we could show you his last 2 all-star appearances, but here's the last one.
No contest.
His team was 11-44. He averaged 17 points a game and was 35% from the field. Nobody thought it was an outrage.
Right.
Michael Jordan.
Kobe and Jordan, were they voted by the fans?
I'll be totally honest, that I couldn't look up. I couldn't find that. So I'm not certain. Here's Jordan. Jordan's first year with the Wizards, you can make the case he was a legitimate, even if his name was Michael Jameson, all-star. His second year with the Wizards, you know why he made the all-star team?
He ended up averaging 20 that year.
He had second half of the year, he averaged a little more. He made that team that year because he was Michael Jordan. And Kareem, his final year, was 9 points a game. and that he picked it up as well. I think he got to 11 in the second half. But you know what? He was Kareem, and he was active.
I'm guessing Dr.
He was
J
an all-star.
was similar.
Oh, I didn't even pull Dr. I said
probably made it his last
and
year,
so
too.
it is disingenuous, in my opinion, for folks to act like this is unprecedented.
No, it ain't even about the votes, but it was quick. A quick little Google search. He said he couldn't find Kobe votes for his last season. Kobe got the most votes his last season. Literally, the most votes. Jordan had votes. Now, they put Kareem in, but guess what, y'all? Kareem was honorable in the All-Star. It ain't about the votes. But Kobe and Jordan both had the votes to make the All-Star. They made Jordan a starter. Vince Carter made Jordan a starter. And then with Kobe, he had the most votes out of everybody. So his was legit by the fans. But think about it. Why would the fans go, okay, we gonna make sure Kobe had the most votes on his last season, knowing his body is beat up, knowing he not even gonna play that much. Why did the fans do that? Because Kobe went out there in the All-Star games and gave us a show. Chris Broussard was talking about, LeBron been there 20 years, but he don't be giving us a show in the All-Star. He take it light. Never did the dunk contest. And in the game, he don't set the tone.
He drew the defensive man, had Moses Malone up there.
So it been going like this, man. They act like they don't know he set out last year. That's what it's about. It ain't even about the votes and all of that. But for Nick Wright, with them to have a budget that they got, for him to go, I looked for the votes and I couldn't find it. Come on, y'all. Y'all really believe that? Or he looked at Kobe votes. I'm going to tell y'all what he did. He looked at Kobe votes and said, oh, his last year, he got the most votes. I'm just going to act like I didn't see that. It's no way the producers, him, nobody could have got that information. He said he couldn't find it. That's a straight lie. But that's what they do, man. They are programming you. So you could think, oh, man, LeBron supposed to get treated like these other guys when he didn't put in that work. Yeah, he been there a long time, but a lot of stuff been going downhill. But what do y'all think? Do you think LeBron should be getting a special treatment as those that put in that work during the All-Star game? Or should Kawhi just been originally the guy and we wouldn't have had all this controversy and Kawhi end up getting in anyway? So it don't even matter. But if this your first time here, make sure you sub to the channel, click that like button, click that hype button, check out the other content. I appreciate you. And y'all be easy. Be safe. Peace.